Alright, let's get started here with some Alfred Hitchcock. So, Alfred Hitchcock is a famous English director and movie producer. He is fondly known as the master of suspense. He was born in London in 1899 and later moved to Los Angeles, California, where he ended up dying many years later. He is known as the master of suspense because, well, all of his movies created suspense. He framed his shots to create a feeling of anxiety or fear, and his signature move was using camera movement to mimic a person's gaze, making the audience feel more engaged and like they were really part of the movie. This particular frame is from his ever-famous movie, Psycho. His first film ever was called Number 13, and it was kind of a big fail. He started filming, and when they only had a few scenes filmed, the funding for the movie dropped and it was never finished. Now, as I mentioned earlier, one of his best-known films is Psycho. It had a budget of $806,947, and in the box office, it made $50 million as of January 2014. To put into perspective of what the movie industry was like then versus now, Star Wars The Force Awakens made like $246 million in the box office on its opening weekend. Now, this is a very famous film, and it has a very famous shower scene, which I'm sure you've all heard of, and we probably actually learn a little bit about later on. Some of his other famous movies include Vertigo, North by Northwest, and Rear Window, and we'll have the opportunity to watch Rear Window or North by Northwest coming up later in this course. Thank you. That has been Alfred Hitchcock. I had a really good time researching about him and learning about him. I've seen some of his movies, and it was cool to learn more about him and who he was. Thank you. I'll see you all in class.